Hi everybody, Homegrown in the Cape. Just want to go over my worm farm here real quick. This is in my hydroponic hut. Again, it's covered with a 50% white shade cloth just to try and keep it cool so the worms don't cook in the summertime. What I did here was I used the same planter design that I used for my hydroponics. Only in this one here I raised the floor level to about a foot and pitched it like a boat hull. So if you can notice down there, the coolers kind of lean towards the middle so that all the worm waste flows to one side of the cooler, and then there's a little drain hose that runs down through the center of the planter into a 3-inch piece of PVC that's buried under all the sand. 3/4 of the way up the sand I put in a water system that comes in right here on the end, and that's again fed with my irrigation system. That's just irrigation water, again just to keep the whole tank cool, and that excess water that flows into the sand drains out the 3-inch piece of PVC out the end here. I've got 12 coolers. The PVC drains the water in the tank whenever it gets too high, and the worm urine or worm pee goes into the bucket for my fertilizer. The worms themselves are pretty crazy abundant right now. I started off with 5,000, and there's quite a few in here, probably close to a couple thousand per bin. Trying to find a nice little cluster. There's a little good little cluster, and I only scraped the surface here, but it makes a crazy amount of castings, more than enough for what I'm using everything for. I really kind of like the fruits. The fruits in the worm beds seem to work real well for me. The worms really seem to enjoy it. I got a bunch of fruit trees in the front yard that whenever I get something that I can't keep up with and it starts turning to rot, I'll just throw it back in here. But it works pretty good. Again, you can kind of see the clusters of worms. There's just a lot of worms. Let's see if we can get a clearer photo than that. So there's all kinds of sizes, and just thousands in each cooler. I get plenty of compost if I need it. My wife actually works at a restaurant, so I have her bring home as much of the kitchen compost that I need, and feed the worms so they stay pretty healthy. Then I take all my dirt and use it for my ground garden, or my stackers inside there. I also use it for my nutrient teas that I like to make for all my liquid fertilizers, for the fruit trees, for my hydroponics, for my stackers. Comes in real handy. Anyway, if you got any questions or comments, please don't hesitate to put them on my site, Homegrown in the Cape. Talk to you soon. Thanks.